know if I'm gonna make it through this video. I'm like literally dying over here. I'm ready to like pass out on the floor. I knew I should have done this video sitting down, but yeah, that would have been too much like right. Hey you guys, okay, so I am just getting over 3 days of not feeling the best that I could possibly feel. Can I close this door and not lose a lot of light? I guess, let's see. Did I lose a lot of light? Does that give me more light? I think it does. I guess I'll have to leave that door open. Anyway, I decided to do Vlogmas. So I don't celebrate Christmas, but I thought it would be fun just to try to challenge myself to do 30 days of videos. So even though I haven't been feeling the absolute like peak of it, I decided, you know what, it's December 1st. Even if you get this out, as long as you get it out before midnight your time, then you're winning, right? So I thought I would start in Christian's room, which part of Vlogmas will be doing a tour of some of my favorite rooms in this particular house. And I'm going to be doing all of the kids' rooms because I worked really hard on them. But this is not his bedroom tour. This is going to be like winter essentials for little boys. So I'm going to show you some of the things that we have here. Obviously, I'm not going to go through his whole wardrobe, but just some of like the main things. And I'm sorry for the lighting. Again, I just was like, let me just do this because if I don't do it, then I'm going to fail at Vlogmas by not doing day one. So let's get to it. So for all of my kids, if we're in the Bay, I like to do a wool coat, just a wool coat. But where we are now, and this wardrobe is kind of for you guys that live either in the mountains or in a flatland region where it snows. So basically, if you get more cold temperatures, this would be like more on par with what you would probably need for your child. But I like to always have a down coat. So this particular coat, you can see he's never worn it. It still has the tags on it. Is by Ralph Lauren. The Polo label, it's a blue label, and it is down stuffed, and so I think it's just a perfect little jacket. Comes below the waist. Can I back up? Comes below the waist. You can see like I'm 5'2". Y'all, I could practically fit this coat. I always buy my coats large, so this is a size 6. He will be 5 in January, so this is a little big. But I love this coat. It has a detachable hood, and it's perfect like for everyday wear. So all of my children, I'll be doing winter essentials for them. They all have one down coat, at least. The next thing I think is really imperative that I always buy, no matter what region I'm in, or what climate zone I'm in, is a wool coat. So I know Rothschild is evil, but almost all of my wool coats do come from Rothschild, especially for my daughters. Nevertheless, this one is not. This one is by Jonathan Stone. And I love this make of wool coat for little boys with the zip and toggle. I just think it's so classic and nice. It has a really nice corduroy collar. There are feathers on it because all the pillows in his room, I think, except for those white ones in the back, are feather pillows. So feathers do escape them. But yeah, it has this corduroy collar. It has a detachable hood, and it is a zip and toggle design. You can see he's tried to toggle it. He just didn't toggle it right. Let me untoggle it so you guys can see it. So yeah, just a really beautiful boys wool coat, like I said, by Jonathan Stone. This is classic, this is gorgeous, it's perfect for winter. Then if you have snow, I have literally found the best child snowsuit ever, and here it is. It comes with a down jacket. I believe that this is raccoon fur. I believe that this is raccoon fur on the top, and it comes with obviously the pantaloons with the strap. These are actually from Russia. It's called Orange Mom, and I believe they're a Russian brand. I've really only seen these on people in Russia, and though I didn't get mine directly from a particular seller, what I did do is I managed to pick up one of these at kind of a fraction of the price if I were buying it directly out of Russia. I figured if it comes from Russia, it's really cold there, it probably will keep my little one warm. He is so cute in this. I actually took a picture of him in it when we got our first snowfall. So again, this is by Orange Mom. Nothing here is sponsored. I'm just sharing you what I found for myself. This keeps him snug as a bug. It's fully down. So this is not feather, but down stuffing throughout the whole body of the snowsuit. And although this fur is not really wet friendly, like, again, I think it's raccoon, that's not exactly ideal for snow. That's probably the only downside, but it's super cute on. It's definitely warm. To go with that snowsuit, I did a pair of boots and gloves. I think the gloves are from the Gap, and mittens are really better, so I still have to get him some mittens. And the boots, I'm pretty sure from Carter's. They're either from the Gap or Carter's. No, they're from Children's Place. They're from Children's Place. And I was very happy with these. He had no snow come in. Even though these don't tighten at the top, his snowsuit is very cinched on the underleg. So we had no snow getting in. And you can still, even though he's worn these, they somehow still look new. But he really has worn these. As far as jackets are concerned, because in the fall to winter, at least where I am, it can be warm, then it gets cool. So sometimes when you're just playing, I recommend these jackets right here. And these jackets are fleece lined jackets. So I have two examples that I wanted to show you. One was from the Gap and one is from Carter's. The one from Carter's is nice, and I know that it's tempting to shop at Carter's, but I think if you don't want to do like high-end, like, you know, 7 for All Mankind and things like that, clothes that I won't show here, I think Polo will be probably the most expensive brand that I show here, because other than that, like, we're talking about buying clothes, it's really a waste of money. You're just kind of doing it because you want your kid to be stylish. But if I had to pick between buying an item like this from Children's Place or buying it from the Gap, which is slightly more expensive, I would definitely say go for the Gap. Just check out the extra $5 per piece or $15 per piece, depending on the item, and go to Gap, because this is very nice and it's great for him to play in. I'm not worried about it getting trashed, because obviously Children's Place, Carter's, sorry, is very inexpensive, but it's also really thin. So it's not ideal. The ones that Gap sells are much better. They're much thicker, like almost triple the thickness. The plush lining is a little bit thicker, especially in the arm area. You know, it's the extremities that can get really cold. The body tries to keep the torso really warm. And, oh, this one has to be washed, so I'll probably throw this one in the wash. It looks like he got chocolate on it or something. I would go for the Gap version, just to be honest. I bought that one, and then I ended up picking up one from the Gap because it wasn't, like, amazing. Something else that I think is an essential are these terry cloth robes for children. Are these terry cloth robes for children. I think they're really nice just to have around the house if you don't keep your house like a broiler, like everybody in my home wants to be. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder and I look like death. Just, I've been sick and I'm not wearing makeup, so just be kind. But these terry cloth robes are really nice, and His came from the Gap. I'm not really happy with it. I don't think this was worth the money. I would have liked it to be a lot thicker, a lot, you know, just more plush, but it's fine for now. He has been wearing it. If I find a better one for children, I will share it with you. But yeah, this one, I'm not like in love with it. I feel like they could have come correct with this and they didn't. But nevertheless, it's great to have in the house. Now, moving on to clothing items. Other than snow boots, if you're somewhere where it snows, something I highly recommend are Uggs. I'm actually like a big lover of Ugg for children, especially little boys in the winter. I love Ugg. So I did not buy him Timberlands. I bought him a pair of black Ugg boots, and I'm so happy with them. They're so plush and warm on the inside. I guess they're not as trendy, you know what I mean? But everything isn't about a trend. Ugg just makes really exceptional shoes for little boys. And you guys, this whole bedding is Ugg. I'll tell you, that cost me a pretty penny. And I will talk about that when I do his room tour. But his whole bedroom, all his linens and pillows are also Ugg. So I think I just was in an Ugg state of mind this year. And they just make the most like comfy, cozy, amazing things for little boys. So I picked up these boots by Ugg. They are suede, I believe. Oh, I can't tell. I should have researched this, but I'm pretty sure these are suede. If they're not suede, they sure came at suede prices. And they zip on the side, which I think is really great for ease of getting them on. They have a nice thick heel, but these are lightweight, which Timberlands really aren't, even for kids. These are super light, but also really warm and plush. And I think for a little one, yeah, you want them to look cute and all of that, but you also want them to be comfortable more than anything. And I feel like these really accomplish that. I go minimal on shoes. Well, I should say I go minimal on winter shoes. He has probably 10 pairs of shoes in the closet, like tennis shoes and things like that. But for winter shoes, I don't think you need to do like that much. So I have that pair, and then I also picked up this pair of Uggs for him. And this one, this pair is also leather, I'm pretty sure. And it has, again, a nice thick sole. These are actually heavier than the boots because the soles are really heavy. And they were pretty inexpensive. It says here these were just $55. So that's like a really good price. And I believe I got both of these at Dillard's. Yeah, both pairs I think I got at Dillard's. And I think brown and black or blue are really good colors for winter because they kind of match everything. Also a variety of hats. So I have one hat that is, I'm pretty sure from the Gap. Yeah, it's from the Gap. And then I also have this like very, very plushy hat. So 2 hats to go with depending on which look I'm doing. Let's talk undershirts. So I'm a big person for undershirts for children. I just want them to be warm in the winter. Like that's my main priority. And so I love to buy these. And these I don't mind going less expensive on. I think I got all of mine from Carter's. And I typically just have a color set that I like to get. And the color set is basically blue, gray, white, and then red. Blue, gray, white, and red. I think if you have this color set, and maybe depending on how dirty your tile is, you want to buy, you know, 3 of each color or at least 2 of each color, right? Especially with the whites. If you have that color set, then you will have an undershirt for all of their things. I don't know that t-shirts are the most like wise thing, most pragmatic choice for the winter because it's cold. Unless you live someplace like LA where it doesn't get that cold, I don't think t-shirts are appropriate necessarily for winter. Obviously, the other undershirt are a nice turtleneck. And I'm pretty sure I also got my turtlenecks. These are Osh Gosh Bagosh, actually. I love that name. It's so cute. But for the undershirts and the turtlenecks, I don't mind going less expensive. I think they're foundational clothing, you know, as far as like going under to set a foundation for warmth. So I don't think you have to go overboard. Now, this is just my personal taste, but I have a lot of one type of clothing for winter. I kind of go crazy, you guys, with check and plaid. So I wish I could say these are all of the check and plaid shirts that I bought him, but I can't say that because they're not. But nevertheless, I like to go for greens, and most of these are going to be Gap, Carter's, and Children's Place. And in fact, I think I brought more out for an example, as if you guys need any more examples of like how much I'm into check and plaid. But let's just let me out myself completely. The thing I will say is if you're looking for really good quality, I would obviously go for Gap over Carter's or Children's Place, or I don't know what all the little stores are, but you guys know the common, you know, the usual suspects for mom shopping. So I love all of these. I just think that they're so cute. The colors of them all. Yeah, this one's from Gap. Okay, so what I will say is this is really thick and well made. The fabric is excellent. And so Gap does provide a higher quality fabric. But yeah, so many. He's actually not worn any of these. That one's poplin. Yeah, so lots of different colors. This one's pink and blue. Yeah, I'm into that. Let's talk sweaters. I feel like there are a particular group of sweaters I think are best suited for winter. And I just brought out a few examples of each. You guys, I'm really not well. I like really want to do Vlogmas, but I'm actually getting dizzy. Okay, I'm sorry. This is taking so much out of me. Let's talk sweaters. So there are some sweaters that I really do prefer, sweater styles. So the three styles I love are the very thick but cheesy wintry sweater, which is basically a plain sweater that has some sort of embroidery or applique on it. This one has a train. I like vehicles for little boys. The cord sweater, where you have a nice thickly knitted cord. This one's from Gap. It is fabulous. I like them in 100% wool or 100% cotton only. I really recommend like natural fabrics during winter if you want to stay warm. So everything here is either 100% wool or 100% cotton, with the exception of the fleece items. So this is my second favorite type. So plain sweater with applique, nice corded sweater. And then the other sweater is the stylish sweater, which has kind of like the drooped neck. This one happens to be by Ralph Lauren, and I think this is also Blue Label. So yeah. Okay, this haul is almost over. The other type of top that I like is long sleeve or short sleeve, again, because depending on where we are, it may not be freezing cold, are long sleeve, short sleeve versions of the collared shirts. I found that I like the 3-button ones, but even Gap doesn't sell them with 3 buttons, so I feel like it doesn't matter where you get them. The Gap ones are more color fast, I will say, so they last longer. And then the other sweater types that I love are a sweater vest. So Argyle, can't ever go wrong with that in winter. Plain corded, can never go wrong with that in winter. More Argyle, like more ornate, can never go wrong with that. And then the colors too, blues, blacks, reds. And then of course, we can never not have plain with applique. Y'all, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this video. I'm like literally dying over here. I'm ready to like pass out on the floor. I knew I should have done this video sitting down, but yeah, that would have been too much like right. That would have been too much like self-care. So let's just continue on. Something else that I really love for winter is corduroy. And I feel that Gap has some of the best corduroy pants. So both of my examples are from Gap. Okay, if you guys have not noticed, I really like wooden hangers. Other tip, use wooden hangers. I also think a nice pair of chinos is also appropriate for any little boy. I don't like to force little boys into suits and things like that unless it's a really special occasion. But if you have to go to church or do something more dressy, it's really good to have a few of chinos. Blue, tan, khaki chinos. Now, something I would like to point out is you can get jeans from anywhere, but I really vote for jeans from the Gap. They are thicker and the material is really soft in comparison to like Carter's Children's Place, stores like that. So if you are going to pick up jeans for your little one, I would really say if you're looking for like a not too overpriced jean, go for Gap jeans and go online. Gap always has sales. So, you know, their jeans are like 40 bucks, but you can get them for 20, 25. And the last but not least type of pant that I think is great for winter is a nice lined comfy pant. And I also wanted to show you, Gap has some really nice sweatpants that are super, super thick. And those I like as well. But these are also nice, just the lined swoosh pants for playing. I wouldn't like wear this as an outfit or have him wear this as an outfit, but for playing, I think they're pretty dope. Okay guys, that is the end of our haul, and honestly, this is about the height of what I can do. I have to put all these clothes up, and I just don't know where I'm gonna like muster up the energy to do that, because I'm legitimately wore out. Like, I had to sit down several times during the making of this cheesy video. I don't know why I just didn't bring a chair in this room and just sit down. But yeah, sorry for the bad lighting. Sorry for the fact that I'm sick. But we are going to try to do all, I was going to say 20 something days. However many days there are in December, all 31 days, we're going to try to do 31 videos. That's going to be insane. Can I pull it off? I have like some what I feel would be easy videos. Like I felt these kind of videos would be easy, but apparently not when you're not 100%. So maybe it'll be easier for me when I'm not feeling so trashed. So yeah, Makeup List, Sick Irene signing off. See you tomorrow.